Hello friends, I hope you all are safe at your home with your parents. And in previous lecture we have learned about the some details about the debenture. And now in that particular section we have learned that the procedure of the debenture issue and the types of the debenture and some basic details about the debenture. In today's lecture, we are going to learn about the rights of the debenture holders. That what type of rights should be given to the debenture holders. First one is the debenture holders are entitled to certain rights. See, debenture holders also can have some rights. Debenture holders are creditors of the company, and therefore there is a relationship of debtors creditors between the company and debenture holder. See friends, here you have to compulsorily tick mark it this sentence because it asks in a 1 mark question, and it is most important question that what type of relationship are there between the company and debenture holder. So at that time you have to write the debtors and creditors. Company will be debtors and the debenture holders are the creditors. So you have to write the compulsorily that particular answer in a particular section. Make sure you have to first of all see that what type of designation and what is the status, what is the first name is written, that is of the debenture holder and company, or company or debenture holder. These you have to verify very carefully because due to this the changes in relationship may arise. Say for example, if you have asked that the what type of relationship between the debenture holder and company, at that time your answer will be of the creditors and debtors. But you have asked that the what type of relationship between the company and debenture holder, at that time answer will be of debtors and creditors. So make sure what is the situation and what is the uh, place of the asked question, that is of the company or debenture holder, or company. The various rights of debenture holders are as under. See, now we are going to learn about the some rights of the debenture holder. First one is the to right to receive interest at the specified time and rate. See, they have a right to receive a fixed rate interest at fixed interval. They can a company cannot deny it that they want to they didn't want to get give a interest, because you have to compulsorily give the interest on the debenture holder. Get back money invested on the date of the maturity. On the maturity date, they have to compulsorily get the money back invested. Whatever money they have invested, they have a right to get it back. To examine and study documents as at the register office of the company. See, they have to compulsorily the right to get and examine the documents which are kept for the company's register office for the company's benefit and company's information. To obtain information by depositing the requisite fees, they have a right to get some documents after giving a requisite fees. Means requisite means the pre-decided fees after submitting, after depositing the uh, pre-decided fees, they can get the document, they can get the xerox copy of the document, they can get the information. The company prepares a trust deed with debenture holders. See, they compulsory get uh, the company prepares, means company and debenture holder prepares one kind of document, that is the trust deed with the debenture holder. Debenture holders have a right to be informed that the functioning is conducted according to the provision of the deed. See, they have a right to inform about the functioning of the company, that they are doing well or not, they are doing the well work of well work or well use of the money or not. Right to appoint debenture trustee to safeguard the interest of the debenture holder. They have a right to appoint a debenture trustee for the safeguard of their interest and their money which they have invested. The board of directors have to take into confidence the debenture trustees before making any important decision. See, they have compulsorily get some confidence about the debenture trustees before making some decision regarding the debenture and its assets. To ensure that the property mortgage under the trust deed is adequately safeguarded. See, company has to compulsorily uh, give one kind of trust that they have take a proper care of the adequately safeguard of the mortgage property which they have used. Right to initiate the legal action if condition provision of trust deed in respect of property under the security are not complied with. See, they have a right to get a legal action about the condition and the provisions of the trust deed and the securities which they have given. They have to also give and they have to also compile with that particular property. Right to receive the report regarding the progress and development of the company at regular intervals. See, they have right to receive a report regarding the progress and development of the company, that company are completely working as per the rules and regulations and as per the nominations of the uh, projects they have nominated in the prospectus, as well as some activities which are in the benefit of the company or not, they are doing properly work or not. They have to compulsorily right to check and get the report regarding the same. Right to receive their money back on a priority basis at the time of the liquidation of the company. They have right to get a liquidation, and they have get on the time of the liquidation they have right to get first money back in respect of the property, as well as the some uh, amount of the money at the time of the liquidation. See, these debenture rights can be asked in a 2 or 3 mark questions, and now we are going to learn about the debenture trust deed, which is also one of the most important topic and which may ask in a 2 or 3 mark question. So you have to mark it up and learn it. Debenture is a debt for the company. See, debenture is a one kind of debt for the company. The company mortgage pleads its assets in favor of the debenture holders against the debt raised. See, the company has mortgaged some assets in favor of the debenture holder, and they have a right to get the debt for the raising the capital. As per the Indian Companies Act, a contract or agreement is executed between the company and the debenture holder, and the said contract is registered with the registrar of companies. See, it is a one kind of document, and as a Companies Act, they have one kind of document and one kind of agreement between the company and debenture holder, that this contract is registered with the companies, and it is for the safeguard of the company as well as the debenture holder. Thus, this contract agreement that lays down the conditions of the debenture issues is also known as the trust deed. See, whatever agreement is made between the company and the debenture holder as per the Indian Companies Act, it is known as the debenture trust deed. The debenture holders of a company are scattered over the different places, and they are unorganized. See, debenture holders are scattered over the different places, and they are unorganized. They are not at a fixed place or fixed city. In such circumstances, to safeguard the interest of the debenture holder, their representatives are nominated as a trustees of the debenture holder, and they represent the vast group of the debenture holder. See, they are the one kind of, in such circumstances, they are appoint a trustees for their safeguard as well as their investments whatever they have made for the safeguard of that particular investment as well as their um, rights. They can appoint a trustees and in a vast group. These debenture trustees earn the faith of the debenture holders and the work in the natural neutral manner to safeguard the interest of the debenture holders. Means they have debenture trustees on the one kind of faith and the debenture holders and work in the neutral manner. Means neutral manner means the one kind of they have to work with only the safeguard of the interest of the company, not only for the debenture holder and not only for the company. They have to work neutrally, means stably, steady work they have to do. Only they have to do as far as the truth is concerned. When situation arise about the fixed or floating charge, the action is taken in accordance with the trust deed. Say whatever some charges and some critical situations may arise at that time, they have to do the work as per the trust deed and as per the norms of the trust deed. Once trust deed is registered with the registrar, any amendment in the same can be made with the approval of the debenture holders general meeting. See, once the trust deed is prepared and once it is registered, after that, if you want to amend any kind of rules in the trust deed, at that time compulsorily they have to call for a debenture holders general meeting, and then after they have to approve, they have to get the approval for the same, for the amendment in the companies act. But very first thing is that they have to compulsorily get the approval in the meeting of the debenture holders, and after that it can be amended in the trust deed. The following particulars are included in trust deed. Which type of documents, which type of matter are included in trust deed? Very first thing is that the primary information of the company. They have to give a primary information about the company, that is of the name, address, etc. etc. Description of debenture issue. How much they have issued the debenture. Information of the security, assets, mortgage. They have to give information about the security which they have mortgage. Particulars of the appointment of the debenture trustees. They have to also get a trustees appointment and their name, address, etc. details should be given. Events of the defaults means any kind of defaults may arise, in which circumstances it may considered as a default. Next one is the obligation of the company. If company have any kind of obligation, that is they have to mention. Next one is the miscellaneous. Which things are miscellaneous? Very first thing is that the amendment made in any matter of trust deed. Any kind of amendment should made, they have to they have to made any matter in the trust deed, they have to included in it. Company is liable for the payment of stamp duty on trust deed. Means whenever company prepares a trust deed, at that time company should pay for the same. Provision for the meeting of the debenture holders and resolution of grievances, objectives and resolutions thereof. Means they have to prepare a rules and regulations, norms for the debenture holders and the resolution for the same. Means resolution of the grievances. Grievances means one kind of complaint which you want to do against the any kind of activity which are very irregular. So for the resolution for the same, objections they have to mention, and the resolution for the same, they have to made any kind of information in the trust deed. So these matters are included in the trust deed, and this can be asked in a 2 or 3 mark questions. So everyone has to mark it up. Now the procedure for the transfer of the debenture, or this may ask in a 2 or 3 mark questions. Procedure for the transfer of debenture is as under. Now the procedure for the same. Obtain form specified by the company and fill in the requisite details in the same. First of all, if you want to transfer the debenture, at that time you have to compulsorily get the form specified in the company and fill the necessary details. Next one is that the name and address of the seller and the purchaser of the debenture, details of the debenture, certificate, serial number, quantity of the debentures, and price of the debentures. See, they have to give a name and address of the seller and purchaser. They have to give both the parties' name and the detail of the debentures, certificate of the serial number of the debenture. Next one is the quantity of the debenture, how much they holding, the price of the debenture, how much rate they have purchased and how much rate they want to sell. Both the parties are required to sign in the form. Means purchaser and seller, both the parties have to sign in the pre-decided form. Next one is the seller of the debenture has to declare that he is selling the debenture voluntarily, and he has to sign it a second time. Means after filling the necessary details in the form, the seller has to sign again that they voluntarily uh, wants to transfer the debenture. He is not doing this type of activity in any kind of pressure and any kind of uh, any kind of any particular uh, problem, but they have to write it voluntarily that they want to transfer the debenture. That's why they means seller has to sign it again. The debenture transfer form along with the debenture certificate is submitted at the register office of the company. See, transfer form they have to completely fill it up and send it to the company's registered office. Submit it with the necessary documents like debenture certificates. The company secretary will examine the form and compare the signature with the specimen signature. See, this is the duty of the secretary, that secretary has to compulsorily examine the form, that all the necessary details should fill up very particularly or not, and secretary has to compare the signature with the specimen signature made by the company. It will be ensured whether the requisite stamp duty has been paid, and endorsement will be done to to that effect in the transfer register. Means it will be ensured that secretary and company has to ensure that the pre-decided stamp duty should be paid or not, and effect in the transfer register should be made. A meeting of board of director is held to discuss the transfer of the debentures, and a resolution is passed for it. Then after verify the form and the stamp duty, company secretary has to call for the meeting of the board of directors and transfer the debentures and they have to pass, means secretary and company has to pass a resolution that that particular debenture holder wants to transfer his debenture in so and so called particular person. So they have to compulsorily pass a resolution, and after pass the resolution the procedure should be conducted. On the basis of the resolution of the board of directors of the company, secretary enters the name of the purchaser or issues a new certificate and dispatch the same to the purchaser. After resolution passed in the meeting of board of director, company secretary enters the name of the purchaser in the register of debenture holders, that that particular person has purchased the debenture from that particular person who is the old debenture holder of the company, and he has transferred the voluntary the debenture. Now the difference between the share and debenture, which may ask in a 3 or 4 mark question, 2 or 3 mark question. Very first thing is that the meaning. A joint stock company divides its capital in small part. Each part is called a share. Means whenever company wants to collect the finance and they divide the capital in small part, that is known as the share. When a joint stock company borrows money from the public is called the debenture. Whenever company wants to borrow the some money from the public with a document, that is known as the debenture. Next point is that the capital, it is owner's capital. See, share is considered as a owner's capital and the debenture is considered as the borrowed capital. Next one is the return. The company pays dividend on a share from profit. Means whenever a company gets profit, at that time they whatever return to the investor, that is known as the dividend. Company pays interest on the debenture amount. Means whenever company gets the profit and they give some amount return back to the debenture holder, that is known as the interest. Next one is the return rate of return. The rate of dividend is unspecified. Means the fix the dividend rate is not fixed, it is fluctuated as per the company's profit. The rate of the interest is specified. See, interest rate is fixed. Interest is payable whether there is any profit or not. See, company has to compulsorily give the interest on the debenture whether company get profit or not. They have to compulsorily give the profit. Interest. Next one is the ownership. Shareholders are owners of a company. See, shareholders are considered as the owner of the company, and the debenture holders are considered as the creditors of a company. Next one is the risk. The risk is higher in a share. See, risk is higher and the risk is less in the debentures. Right of the vote. Shareholders have voting right. See, shareholder have a right to vote in the company's meeting. Debenture holder have no voting right. See, debenture holder have no right to vote. Next one is the stamp duty. Stamp duty on the transfer of share is payable at a lesser rate. See, stamp duty is given at the less rate and it is a fixed. The stamp duty on transfer on debenture is payable on a higher rate. See, if you want to transfer the debenture, at that time stamp duty should be paid higher. Next one is the redemption. The shareholder cannot get their money back as long as the company is in existence. See, while company existence, shareholder cannot get its money back. At the time of liquidation, they get their money at the end. See, after the procedure of the liquidation, shareholder can get its money back at the end, means after paying all the debts they can get the money if money remains. The debenture can be redeemed as per its type. See, debenture can be redeemed as per its type, that it is a fully convertible or fully paid up or not. After that, it is considered. Debenture holder have the first right to receive their money in case of a liquidation. See, debenture holder have right to get their money in case of liquidation. They have first right to get it, and first right to in case of a liquidation means whenever liquidation is procedure started, first money is paid to the debenture holders. Next one is the charge on assets. There are no charge of asset. See, there are no charge as per the norms of the shares. Issues of the debentures creates charge on assets of the company. See, assets of the company can be charged as a floating charge or fixed charge to issue a debenture. Next one is the payment out of capital. Dividend on share cannot be paid out of capital of the company. See, dividend cannot be paid out from the capital. Means company's reserve capital cannot be used for the paying of the dividend. Interest on debenture can be paid out of capital as per the provision. See, interest on the debenture should be given uh, from the company's reserve capital. See, if compulsorily interest should be given to the company's debenture holder, so that company can use the finance of the company's fund which are kept reserved, so it can be used to give an interest to the debenture holders, but in dividend it cannot be paid. Next one is the control. Shareholder have control over the administration of the company. See, shareholder can have control, means they have right to administer the work of the company. Debenture holder have no control over the administration of the company. See, debenture holder have no right to control over the company company's administration. However, they can appoint debenture trustees to safeguard their interest. Means they have right to get a safeguard of the company's interest, so they can appoint the debenture trustees as per their requirement of the company, so they can be altered for the use of the company's administration, and they can use it very carefully. They can observe the rights of the company, and whatever right should be given to the debenture holder, and they have to work it. Demand for liquidation. Shareholder cannot demand for a liquidation of the company. See, shareholder cannot decide that uh, they want to liquidate the company, because they have no right to liquidate the company as far as they are owner, but they cannot demand for the same. Debenture holder can demand a liquidation of a company, means whenever company uh, are not working properly, at that time debenture holder have a right to demand for the liquidation, that they want to compulsorily want to liquidate the company, and they are not want to they are not in interest to run a company very perfectly. So friends, here we have completed the chapter number 3 of our SP portion, that is of the debenture, and I request you all to please watch the video till the end, because as far as your study is concerned, this may is very compulsorily and very useful chapters, and if you don't understand the whole topic, at that time you will not be able to understand the further topics which are related, and you will not be able to learn the whole topic as far as your topic is concerned. So I request you all to kindly watch the video up till the end, and today we have learned the difference of the debenture and shareholders, procedure of the transfer of debenture, and the debenture trust deed, and the rights of the debentures. So I request you all to kindly watch this video up till the end and go for your studies. Thank you very much.